Arsenal picked up their first European win of the season as they eased past PSG, but it was a painful night for Celtic as they were hammered 7-1 by Borussia Dortmund. Man City joined the Gunners on 4 points with a comfortable victory over Slovan Bratislava. On Wednesday, Aston Villa held to beat Bayern Munich 1-0 in a blockbuster tie, while Arne Slot got first taste of a European night at Anfield as Liverpool beat Bologna. There is every chance that Neymar could leave on a free transfer in 2025 though, and according to Sport, Barcelona retain an interest in a surprise reunion with their former star. The report claims that La Blaugrana could make an approach for the 32-year-old if they are unsuccessful in signing Man City marksman Haaland, who is their number one target for 2025. From Neymar's side, the winger would apparently be open to rejoining Barcelona due to his desire to represent Brazil at the 2026 World Cup, and he feels that playing at a high level in Europe would significantly boost his chances. Club president Joan Laporta, who has a positive relationship with Neymar's agent Pini Zahavi, is also thought to be in favour of a move, but Brazilian giants Flamengo are also in the picture. Kylian Mbappe has been left out of the France squad for upcoming UEFA Nations League matches despite returning from injury this week. The Real Madrid forward missed a 1-1 draw with Atletico Madrid on Sunday with a thigh injury, but came off the bench during a surprise 1-0 defeat to Lille in the Champions League on Wednesday. Despite recovering from the issue, France head coach Didier Deschamps has not selected the 25-year-old for matches against Israel and Belgium. I had an exchange with Kylian. He has a problem which is not serious. I am not going to take risks, which is why he is not in the squad, Deschamps told reporters in Paris. It was a first Champions League defeat for Real, who defeated Stuttgart in their opener. Since May 2023, having been unbeaten in the entirety of their successful campaign last season. Lille, meanwhile, get their first points on the board after losing at Sporting Lisbon a fortnight ago. And Matt might have been on the bench, but one of Real's other leading lights created an opening early on as Vinicius Jr. cut inside and directed a shot on target that was saved well by Lucas Chevalier. Jude Bellingham missed the target before 18-year-old Brazilian Endrick showed a clean pair of heels to run clear of the Lille defence, only for Chevalier to pull off another excellent save. Lille, though, demonstrated they were a threat, although midfielder Ayeb Wadi on his 17th birthday, the joint youngest player to feature in Europe's elite club competition, was unable to free David. Aston Villa stunned Bayern Munich in repeat of 1982 European Cup final. Aston Villa beat Bayern Munich in Champions League clash. AFP Aston Villa repeated their famous 1982 European Cup final win over Bayern Munich as Jayon Duran's winner beat the German giants 1-0 on Wednesday. The Colombian striker caught Manuel Neuer off his line 11 minutes from time to make it 2 wins from 2 games for Villa in their first experience of Champions League football for 41 years. Bayern arrived at Villa Park unbeaten and in free-scoring form since Vincent Kompany took charge, but the visitors were stifled by Unai Emery's game plan and caught out when Duran latched onto Pau Torres' long pass and fired over Neuer from long range. Atletico Madrid's 4-0 loss at Benfica in the Champions League on Wednesday was the team's worst defeat in Europe in 3 years, according to UEFA. Diego Simeone's team had lost by the same score to Bayern Munich in the group stage of Europe's top club competition in 2021. The 4-goal loss to Benfica is Atletico's joint biggest margin of defeat in UEFA club competitions. It had previously lost by 4 goals 5 other times. From the start, it was really bad. Atletico goalkeeper Jana Black said, "We didn't play from the beginning until the end. They did a great job, they have a great team and they deserve to win. They did much more than us. Unfortunately for us, we lost 4-0 and it could have been more." Benfica's victory equaled the biggest winning margin by a Portuguese team against a Spanish one in a European Cup or Champions League match. It also earned the other victory, defeating Real Madrid 5-1 in February 1965. Kylian's younger brother Ethan, who also moved on from former club PSG during this summer's transfer window, was not in the matchday squad due to an injury he suffered during Lille's recent win against Le Havre, but despite not playing a part in the action, Ethan was overjoyed in the League One side's dressing room after the win. He was front and centre of the joyous celebrations within the camp and even appeared to lead a chant before his teammates joined him by smashing their hands down on a table before taking selfies to mark the occasion. 10-man Juventus twice came from a goal down to stun hosts RB Leipzig 3-2 on Wednesday thanks to Francisco Conseca's 83rd minute winner, making it 2 wins from 2 matches in the Champions League. Dusan Vlahovic twice had to cancel out Leipzig's lead after forward Benjamin Sesko had also struck 2 goals for the hosts. Leipzig, who twice hit the woodwork in the second half, both times through opened it, went back in front courtesy of Sesko's well-taken penalty in the 65th minute. Juve reduced to 10 when keeper Michel Gregorio was sent off on the hour for A handball outside the box drew level once more through Vlahovic's stunning left-footed curling shot into the top corner. Benfica completed their comeback with a superb run into the box and fine finish. Harry Kane was accused of going missing in another big game by German tabloid Bild following Bayern Munich's Champions League defeat at Aston Villa. The German tabloid gave Kane its second lowest possible mark for his performance at Villa Park, branding him invisible days after attacking his performance in Bayern's 1-1 draw against Bundesliga champions Bayer Leverkusen. Had ankle problems after the Leverkusen clash but was fit in time. The publication wrote of Kane, "The England star was hardly seen and missed a great header chance to equalise shortly before the end." Kane was given a rating of 5 in a system where 1 is the best rating and 6 the worst. Barcelona president Joan Laporta was on Thursday pressed on the potential arrival of further reinforcements to Hansi Flick's squad by a young supporter. During a public appearance this afternoon, Barcelona's president was asked to sign more players. The Spanish patron, however, responded by assuring, "Well, we have great players," and then asked, "Will we win the Champions League?" Laporta continued, "We will do everything possible." Now, what we have to do is continue like this little by little. We are doing things well. There is a good atmosphere in the club and in the locker room. Often Man City and Fulham had their fair share of successes during their regular battles in Divisions 1 and 2 over the years, but in the Premier League era since 1992-93, the former have truly dominated this fixture. Indeed, the Citizens have won 19 of their 32 Premier League encounters with Fulham, coming out on top by a margin of at least 2 goals on 14 occasions, while they have also kept 10 clean sheets during this run. Fulham enjoyed their best spell against City in the top flight between 2003 and 2009 when they accumulated 18 points across 12 games, winning 4 and drawing 6. However, a 3-1 triumph at the Etihad in April 2009 was the last time that they beat the Citizens in any competition to date. Man City have won each of their last 16 meetings with Fulham across all competitions. The longest winning run one team has had over another in English Football League history. It is almost a guarantee when it comes to FC Barcelona that the team will produce excellent talents almost every season. Thanks to La Masia and their wondrous production factory of talented gems, the Catalan club continues to live on. Fortunately for Barcelona, these players also seem capable of performing at the highest level. Marco Senna, a legend of La Liga side Villarreal and a European champion with the Spanish national team back in 2008. For him, as highlighted by Mundo Deportivo, Barcelona currently have a player at their disposal who he considers to be even better than Real Madrid superstar Vinicius Jr., a favourite for this year's Ballon d'Or. That player would be 17-year-old Lamine Yamal, who was Senna's pick as the better of the two when he was asked to compare both of the La Liga stars from Barcelona and Real Madrid. Both are great players, but I like Lamine much more. The reason is his composure. When people asked me before if I preferred Messi or Cristiano, I always chose Messi because of that. Because of the composure, he had more presence in the game, more variety in his passing, other qualities. Mohamed Salah chalked up more records in Liverpool colours last night after netting in the win over Bologna. Salah continued his consistent output with a brilliant strike, making it 6 goals and 5 assists in just 9 games. Slot was also impressed by his strike last night, as he was caught in a jovial exchange with a reporter when asked about Salah. "Have you come to love Mo Salah?" Marcotti says Slot was asked by one reporter, "I always loved him. Well, no, I always appreciated him. But I love my wife," the Liverpool head coach jokingly responded. Girona set an unwanted Champions League record during their clash with Feyenoord last night. The Catalan side lost 3-2 to the Dutch Giants in their first ever Champions League match on home soil. Girona's team sheet featured a host of names that will be familiar to British football fans. Former Manchester United star Donny van Beek started in midfield, with Tottenham loanee Brian Gill and former Spurs stopper Paulo Gazzaniga also in the XI. Summer signing from Aberdeen Bojan Miovski got the nod up top, while ex-Tottenham, Everton and Bournemouth ace Arnold Danjuma came off the bench alongside former Championship duo Yezer Asprilla and Christian Stuani. Juventus received devastating news following their Champions League match against RB Leipzig. The club have confirmed that defender Gleison Bremer and winger Nicolas Gonzalez both sustained injuries during the game, with Bremer's situation particularly concerning. These injuries come as a significant setback for Juventus, who have had a strong start to their season. Bremer, in particular, has been instrumental in the team's defensive solidity. Manager Taigo Motta expressed his concern about the injuries in the post-match interview, emphasising the importance of both players to the team. Conor McGregor had Bukayo Saka left looking so helpless after trying some of his famous UFC moves on the Arsenal star. The Irishman was a special guest at the Emirates as the Gunners beat PSG 2-0 thanks to goals from Saka and Kai Havertz. Despite the scoreline, McGregor was the real star of the show as footage emerged of him on the pitch with the likes of Declan Rice. but he hilariously gave Saka a quick MMA masterclass and began kicking and grappling the England international. Saka, not really knowing what to do, had fans feeling sorry for him. Real Madrid defender Eder Militao has been experiencing discomfort in his left thigh, the club has confirmed. As relayed by journalist Guillermo Rai, has been suggested that while the injury is not considered serious at this point, there is uncertainty surrounding his availability for Real Madrid's upcoming match against Villarreal on Saturday. Furthermore, Militao's participation in Brazil's international fixtures during the upcoming break is also in question, as no official decision has been made.